I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 268 of the Strap SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And guys, you know the drill by now. Please, before we kick off the episode, I want you to head over to our Instagram page, which is Strap SZN Podcast, or our Twitter page, which is Strap SZN Pod. Link in the bio on both of those pages there, and that will take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So, if audio is your thing, you've got the, obviously, Apple Podcast link, Spotify links as well. And if you prefer the visuals, the YouTube link is also there as well. And we also have the TikTok channel up and running as well for the short form for you guys with low attention spans. So make sure you do that for us, guys. Much appreciated. Flowz, how you doing, my boy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Some good fights coming up. Some fighters that we're interested in. Let's have it right, bro. Let's have it right. But yeah, I think before we talk about what we have upcoming, because there's been also some news in the boxing streets as well. Worth mentioning that Willie Hutchinson, a fighter I guess we do kind of like on the pod. We got time for Willie Hutchinson. Had to get that second name out there quick. He was fighting in Glasgow. I think he's Hutchinson. He's Queensbury, isn't he? I believe he's Queensbury because I know he fought for Frank on the Creek. Yeah. So we last saw him out against Boatti, bro. This is actually, he hasn't fought for a year. That Boatti fight seems like an age ago, and that was last year, September, if you remember, at the AJ, the bar cut. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Good fight against Boatti, tough fight. Remember, he lost by split decision. I think, we were saying how we was there. He at first seemed to have the better of Boatti with his awkwardness and whatnot, but then Boatti, I think, warmed up and grew into the fight as the fight grew on. And then Boatti, I think Boatti might have dropped him as well at one point.
Twice, I think.
Twice. Yeah. And deservedly lost in my eyes, but yeah, it was a good fight. So this is his comeback fight up against a guy called Mark Jeffers. Flowz, I don't know, have you heard of him before? This Jeffers guy, Mark Jeffers?
Nah,
same. But he was able to dispatch him in 7 rounds, got the stoppage in the 7th. I guess back to winning ways for him, right, Flowz? Not much you can say about that.
Yeah, I didn't watch the fight. I saw the stoppage. And yeah, when as I was watching it, I was like, "Ref, stop it!" I'm calling for the ref to stop it, man, because he was piecing Buddy up. And then, yeah, John Latham done the right thing. I thought it was good stoppage, good win for Willie.
Yeah, for sure. And he was quick to say that, you know, he is really interested in, obviously, or only interested in fighting Bivol or Benavidez. I like to think he's got some ways for that before he gets there. But yeah, good to have him back to winning ways, I guess. So yeah, shout out Mr. Hutchinson. But Flowz, let's not waste time here. Usually my favorite time of the year whenever this happens, but Flowz, it is Boots fight week. Jerome Boots Ennis is returning to our screens. He's making his 154-pound debut, Flowz, in against an opponent called Uisma Lima. This is a WBA title eliminator. I also think the IBO belt is also on the line as well. Lima is an Angolan 154-pounder. I don't know if you've heard of him, Flowz.
Haven't heard of him, but when this fight got announced, I had a look at his records. See, he's in the top 10 in the rankings in box. I think in box rec in maybe WBO, WBC. He's in the top 10. So it seems, I know every time Boots fights someone who people don't know, they go into him, but yeah, it seems like a credible opponent for 154 debut.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Flowz, the opponent. Because as you said, people have gotten to Boots when these opponents are named. I think they expect Boots to... I feel like Boots gets the tag of he should be fighting the number one guy every single time he steps into the ring. Right, Flowz? So obviously we know how he left the 147-pound division. We know he left a unified champion. Wasn't able to get the let's say the major fights at 147. Obviously we knew Spence and Crawford were locked into their fight, and they both moved up afterwards. And that's it. After those two, there's no one else really. He beat the other champion, who's probably the best champion there, in Stanley Ennis, beat the brakes off him, and became unified. So I think you said, Flowz, that you were happy for him to stay and become undisputed at 147. But me, I was definitely happy with him moving up because I didn't really see anything else there for 147 for him. And if you look at the landscape at 154, yes, it would be nice for Boots to fight a credible name or a big name straight away. But at the same time, I can't really begrudge him for having a warm-up fight in the new division. Especially when you look at who there is to fight, right, Flowz? Crawford's just fought Canelo, so he wasn't an opponent he could have fought. We know Fondora and Furman are locked into a fight, so that's another champion that's out of it. So yeah, Flowz, who can you begrudge him for having this choice of opponent?
No, I can't, but I understand why people might do. Considering he's had the opportunity, or there was talks with Virgil Ortiz Jr., who's at the weight. I don't know if Ortiz Jr. has a fight lined up or not. So that was potentially there for him. It's more the way Boots has talked in the past, or his team have talked. Like, yeah, they're ready to fight anyone. So yeah, he's had critique for not making the Brian Norman Jr. fight happen. Not his fault entirely. And the same with the Virgil Ortiz Jr. fight. Not entirely his fault, but they want him. So yeah, Boots is yet to have that marquee fight, the marquee name, and yeah, people feel like the clock's ticking, but you'll get there. You'll get there.
Fair. What are you expecting for this one, Flowz? Are we expecting this the usual? Him making the statement?
Yeah. He'll handle him. But you see, it's difficult with Boots. He destroys him. He'll get criticized. That why do you fight this guy? If he makes if it's a tougher fight, let's say it's a tough fight. Let's say this Lima guy is legit good. They're still cooking him. They're still killing him. If he goes the distance and wins every round, they'll kill him. Yeah, there's no real winning for him here. He might as well just go out there and do his thing. And on to the next one is what I expect.
He wins this, Flowz. So we expect, after, let's say he comes through this, we expect him to, but touch when he comes through this. Is it then, it has to be a marquee name 154 for him in his next fight? Has to be a title shot, or has to be a Virgil, for example? Or do you still give him a bit of wiggle room to have maybe one or two warm-up fights in the division before he gets straight to it?
Nah, no wiggle room. No wiggle room. I'll be real. There's no wiggle room because
I agree.
I look at the division, and he's he should be competing for titles straight off the bat after this one. Xander Zayas has a belt.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a rookie compared to, well, not so much a rookie, but he's coming behind Giron. That's obviously Giron's been a champion, so he's not like he's not a champion. But yeah, that's his set titles on him, Ortiz. I don't think Crawford's attainable. Crawford's got bigger plans, but Fondora, even Furman. Let's say Furman, win or lose, Furman. Actually, if Furman loses, retire. So, but yeah, if Furman wins, he's there. Yeah, there's a few fights below the champions, but I think he should be going for the champions, really. That's my view.
First, yeah, I hear that. I'm just looking as well. Obviously, the other one is back. The other champion is Bakram, who I'm not too sure I think Bakram might have a fight lined up. I'm not too sure. But I'm just looking, Flowz. From what I can see, Fondora dropped the WBA belt, and now There's a guy called Abbas Bararu, a German fighter who got elevated to WBA champ. So yeah, there's two. There's another champ there, WBA champ that I wasn't too sure of, but yeah, apparently he is there. So yeah,
Okay.
it's quite it's interesting division, but I think Boots can easily navigate his way to a big fight. And I agree with you, Flowz. It has to be a big fight next for him, 100%. No shadow of a doubt. Yeah. So Boots stoppage is what we're going for, clearly, by the sounds of things.
Yeah, has to be
The usual. Should put on a show. I hope he puts on a show. I know he's gonna look to want to knock him out. Let me even check as well if this is in Philly, because if it is in Philly, then I'm sorry, Mr. Lima, it's gonna be a long night for you. Yeah, it is in Philly. Wells Fargo Center. Good luck. Good luck to Mr. Lima. But I hope he shows some bravery and some desire to at least, want to engage Boots. Obviously, we know Boots can fight in a myriad of ways, whether it's on the back foot or the front foot. But I expect there's a heavy storm going to come for him from Mr. Ennis, and it could be a very, very short night for Mr. Lima for sure. Okay, Flowz. UK-wise, there's an intriguing fight, Flowz. Heavyweight fight in Sheffield. We have Dave Allen against the Arslanbek Makhmudov. Flowz, I can't lie to you, bro. This fight here, I'm going to be locked in for one reason, bro. Because I know this is going to be just no technical ability, just slugfest. And that's what I want, bro. On a Saturday night where I've got nothing going on, bro, football's done, I just want to sit down in front of my TV and watch a flipping heavyweight slugfest sometimes. And that's exactly what Dave Allen versus Makhmudov is going to give me, bro. I'm not watching no footwork. I'm not watching to see distance control. It's going to be straight hands, straight slugging, bro. Yeah, man, it should be entertaining. What are your thoughts on this one, bro? On this fight here?
Yeah, it's an interesting fight, man. I guess we tipped Makhmudov for big things at one point.
Wait, what? We? Did we?
Well, oh, yeah. Let me say my role. We didn't really. I picked him to beat Adit Kabayar, I think.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So let me take that back. It went there, I tipped him for big things because even Adit Kabayar has gone on beyond what we expected, really.
Big time.
Yeah, but I guess we wanted to see what Makhmudov was about, and he was. Not that he failed the test, he lost to a worthy opponent, but he's lost again since, I believe, to someone I don't know. So yeah, he seems like he might be, he's open game. So I'm not, I know some people are concerned that, wow, Dave Allen's stepping in against a huge guy who's maybe had this monster tag or monster appearance.
Yep.
But yeah, look, Dave Allen's, I don't know, he showed us a second wind in his career.
Facts. Facts.
So it's come out of retirement, looks strong, looks good. Wow, let me not say look good. He smashed up a rookie. Let's put it that way. So yeah, we'll see. It could be interesting. But I can't put my faith too tough in Dave Allen, man. I can't say Dave Allen's definitely going to win because I've seen him get stopped in sparring.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
See me get
come
stopped
on,
with
man.
headgear.
Oh, man. Flowz, why are you doing that, man? Why are you bringing that up, man? Come on, dog.
I've seen it. I've seen it. So this is someone who, by his own admission, didn't feel safe in the ring anymore. So I can't put my faith in that, despite what he done to Johnny Fisher. And him and Johnny Fisher sparred bare times. He knew Johnny Fisher. He's probably had Johnny Fisher's number. I don't know what his relationship with Makhmudov is, if they've sparred before, whatnot. But yeah, I saw a cruiserweight stop you in sparring. So yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, obviously he got that win, signed a new contract with Matchroom. Gave him a list of opponents or whatever, and wasn't expecting to pick Makhmudov, but apparently Allen's requested Makhmudov. He's requested him. So because he said he needs to feel fear to get him up. Do you know, in terms of to get him, motivated, he needs to have an opponent that's scary to him. So, hey, fair credit to him, and obviously it's a huge win for him if he does win. He definitely isn't. I don't think he's favourite or tipped to do it, but obviously we have, I'm sure, a big home crowd back in and whatnot. So, yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I'm just here to see a slugfest. I know that's going to be a slugfest. Seeing what Makhmudov brought to the table against Caballero, very limited, big guy, strong guy, but wasn't really offering much in terms of technical skills outside of power. And then Dave Allen himself has never been the technician. He kind of looked technical versus Fisher, but that's because Fisher kind of was a bit of a rookie, I guess. So, yeah, man. I just think it'll be an exciting fight, Flowz. We should see bombs away. And even though I don't really care who wins, I don't really have a horse in the race. I've never been a big Dave Allen fan. I wasn't really a Makhmudov fan. I do hope Allen wins. It's nice for him in his career, and for him to get this second chance, I guess, because, yes, as you said, Flowz, he did say one time, he felt fear, he didn't feel safe in the ring. He retired. He did retire, didn't he? So, he paused his career. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how he navigates this. And I wish him luck, man. I wish him luck. Undercard isn't really nothing to write too much about, Flowz. I can see Josh Padley's on the undercard against Reece Bellotti. Those are the sort of recognizable names that I can see. But yeah, definitely the main event will be, I think, something that's worth tuning into. So yeah, good luck to Mr. Allen, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Good luck to Mr. Allen. And you boys treat me to that slugfest that I crave. That's it.
Sure.
Flowz, boxing news. There's been an announcement today, actually. We've seen Mr. Whitaker, the surgeon, Ben Whitaker, Boxing Marmite. He has officially signed with Matchroom. Flowz, I would like to say that this was a surprise, but it's not to me. I don't think you saw it as a surprise either, bro. I thought that this was always going to come at some point. When there's certain fighters you just know that would fit Eddie Hearn and just Eddie Hearn's style of promotion. Whatever, when Ben Whitaker came to the table with Boxer, I said to myself, I don't see him staying at Boxer for long. I already know he's going to go to Eddie at some point. And here we are. Yeah, man. We know Mr. Whitaker likes his money. So he's going to join the main money man when it comes to British boxing and Eddie Hearn. But yeah, Flowz, what do you make of this announcement and Whitaker joining Mr. Hearn and Matchroom?
Yeah, it's probably a good move. I guess with the boxing landscape now, I ain't too concerned about promotion stables really, because if His Excellency is interested in you, you're getting put on a good card and fights are getting made. But boxer, it's been tough for them because
we got to talk about it, Flowz. It's not looking good for boxing right now. It's been hard. Yeah,
like Sky Boxing basically shut down. So he lost that deal. They signed a deal with BBC. So the first time boxing's been on BBC for years, I think, maybe decades or whatever. Free to air. But, yeesh, I don't know if they've had a card yet.
Nope.
Because they've not had a card yet. Their roster's quiet. Especially one fighter, we'll talk about him another time. One fighter who I've been expecting big things from.
Oh, I think I know what you're about. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Quiet. Whitaker's been quiet. Yeah, so it's just been quiet over that side. So I think he's come over to the side where it's been a bit busier. And to be honest, UK boxing, as in local boxing, has been a bit quiet.
Yeah.
We're seeing more international stuff, more stuff in Saudi. But yeah, I think it's a smart move. Just Eddie Hearn's the biggest in the game, in the British game right now, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the first thing I saw when it came, because obviously you've seen the move, and the first thing I thought was, damn Ben, damn Mr. Shalom, because this Whitaker's probably one of their biggest draws, if we're keeping that buck, in terms of, I guess, social media presence, Eyes on him. He's definitely. I think boxers' biggest draws would be Eubank Jr., Ben Whitaker, and probably Adam Azim. I think are probably their biggest draws at the moment. So obviously losing Whitaker is a big blow to them. Obviously they still got Adam and they still got others which they can obviously make into stars. But yeah, Whitaker kind of already captured the eyes of the public, whether it's for good or for worse. You know, he had people talking about him due to his antics and whatnot. So to lose him, I think is quite a bit of a blow to them. But we've seen that they, as you said, they've struggled since the Sky deal sort of went tits up. We'd noticed in this pod how there'd been very, very few, aside from the Saudi cards, we haven't really seen a lot of the boxer fighters in action this year. And obviously, I think this is due to the fact that obviously they're trying to renegotiate a new deal or trying to find a new home for their platform. So obviously, while that's happening, that's left a lot of their fighters also in limbo. In terms of who they're fighting and whatnot. So obviously they finally announced the BBC deal, and their first BBC card flows will be October 25th. That's the Fraser Clark, Jamie TKV card. That's gonna be the first one. So they finally got their deal over the line, and they're getting cards out there now, which is good. But I'm interested to see what the repercussions of it taking so long has been. Obviously, we've seen Whitaker jump ship to Matchroom. I think Boazzi left Boxer as well, right? Boazzi's left them too, no? I think.
Yeah, Boazzi's gone.
He's gone to Frank, is he?
Left. Oh, yeah, Coley went to Frank too.
Yep. So, and all of that has happened, Flowz, during the interim whilst they were sort of in limbo between the broadcasters. So I definitely think there has been a bit of an impact for Boxer with this whole Sky deal now, sort of running out and them trying to find a new deal. Surprisingly, they didn't go with the zone route. I'm not too sure why, but they didn't. So, we'll see now if that stability comes for that platform and that promotional company now that they've signed that deal with BBC, and how that works. Obviously, BBC's free to air, so we'll see how. What does this mean for Boxer as a platform and as a company, and what it means for them in the future? We'll see. But good to see Whitaker. I think Eddie Hearn can do a great job with Ben Whitaker. To be honest, bro, I think he can do a really good job. So we'll see. Obviously, we got to see Whitaker in the wing because obviously, Flowz, we've got some question marks about him in the ring. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the matchmaking is like for him and how far he can go with Fast Eddie. So yeah.
You know what's more likely to happen now? He's going to chop his first nail immediately. People are going to kill him for signing already. Yeah. Yeah,
boy.
We'll see.
We'll see because he's 28 now. Obviously, in that light heavyweight division. Obviously, we know he's far away in our eyes from the killers in that division, but domestically, he hasn't really mixed up yet either, right? So he still got mixed up domestically. So yeah, we'll see what will happen with Mr. Whitaker. But I'm locked in for all the pressers, bro, and all the fights because he's funny, man. He's very, very funny. So yeah, I'm definitely locked in. Cool, Flowz. Anything else you might want to speak about before we wrap this up?
Can't even think what else has happened in the boxing world. That might be it,
Yeah, we should see business start to pick up again, I reckon, Flowz.
Yeah.
Antics towards the end of the year, it always picks up. There'll be some nonsense coming, I'm sure. And yeah, when there is, we'll make sure we break it down. But cool. I guess we can leave it there then, Flowz, for episode 268. Once again, I've been your boy Cam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know where to find us on the streaming platforms. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.